college graduate fresher, or you are going to pass out maybe in next year. That means you are right now in third year or going to be in final year. So next 15-20 minutes is very informative for you all. Actually, for last couple of week, I'm running one program, and that is it's a college to corporate. And here we are normally sharing all the basic information which is needed for any fresher graduate. You can say just after landing yourself into corporate, these are the very bare minimum technique or information we all should have. But I surprise to share you with all that for last you can say couple of week I have interacted with around 50 plus student. All are just fresher graduate want to build their career in core IT, and I used to ask them very basic question. And yes, this is if you are fresher, it is going to mean if you are working for IT, maybe last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it's nothing. It's everybody we are knowing it. But right now, I'm going to just ask one basic question. If you are fresher graduate, and that is about one tool. And just before going to share about this tool, this particular tool, whether you are fresher graduate, just about to join any corporate, or you are working for last 15, 20, 30 years, this is must for all of us. Doesn't matter you are into or development field, you are into maybe support, maybe in database, maybe in cloud, whichever technology you are into. And that basic tool is known as Putty. And I just asked each and every group or batch or individual, have you ever heard Putty? And I didn't found any answer saying yes, I know it. And I got really surprised. And next 15-20 minutes, I'm just going to share with you all if you're a fresher or want to build your career in core IT. So it is going to be very helpful. So one of the main activity we are going to do or we used to do is just connecting to the remote server or connecting to cloud server. And to connect with this server, we used to use one of the, you can say around 85% people are using Putty software. So what is this? This is it's very lightweight component or lightweight tool which will help us to connect with the remote server. It may be cloud, it may be any data center. So it will help us to connect to those server. And this is again, apart from this Putty, we are having different software also that secure CRT is there and number of things. But this is you can say must known or we all should know it. Now, thing is that how to connect Putty or how to use Putty to connect different remote server. So let me share my screen and you all will come to know. It's such a easy, maybe in next 10 minutes you will come to know about this. And just think, if you are going for one interview or going to just attend your you can say just in interview, any interview, maybe college campus or outside, and if interviewer is asking have you ever heard about Putty, if you are saying no, I never heard about it, such a negative marking sort of thing situation will be there for you. But in the other hand, if you are saying yes, I know it, you are going to get prox, means grace mark for this small thing. Okay, so it's must we all should know this. Now let me share my screen and how it looks like. So see how it looks like. And just so this is what it's how it looks like. And mainly we have to focus in two parts. One is the host name. That means, as I mentioned, where you want to connect. So definitely server may be host name or IP address you have to give. So you have to have that IP address handy with you. Now question is from who will give this, because as a fresher, we are clueless how the things are happening in corporate. So definitely whenever we are joining or you are going to join any company, and if you are into that server related support or server related activity at the project, so you are going to receive one Excel sheet or maybe one portal, and there you are going to have all the IP or host name which is being used for that project along with their user ID and password. So nothing to worry on that. Who will give? Definitely your senior will give that, or in the process of KT, you will be receiving it. So don't worry about that. But yes, we have to know the IP address. So I'm just using one IP address here, and that is already there with me. And just I'm doing copy, paste. So this is number one. Now, depending on whether your server is with cloud or it's a simple in some data center, I'm assuming that your server is there in cloud. So if it is there in cloud, along with IP, you are going to receive one config file extension. We used to say PPK file. So I'm not going to more into technicality. Just you are going to have with you by your senior one more file, and that file you should have to connect to cloud server, and that is must for the security reason. If you don't have it, you are not going to make connection with the cloud server. Okay, so long story short, you have to have one PPK file, and that should be handy with you while connecting or while making the connection. So I'm going to, I already have it in, so I'm just giving here SHA test, any name you can give. So this is the actual address, and here you can give name. Now, to start with, we are again very much confused, sir. Which name, what name we should give? You can give any name. But as a standard practice, this name will be there based on the project, based on the application, you have to give it. So now I just gave it SHA test. Now, what configuration, which way we have to configure that PPK file? So in this, you have to go click on that SSH. Under that, there is an auth. And under that, you have to just do browse. Again, I'm repeating why we are doing this. This is needed to connect to any cloud server, this file, PPK file. Okay. So from where we will get what is the configuration, again, this is not the time to discuss all those things. This is simply we are trying to understand what is PuTTY and how it helps us to connect to the remote server. That server may be cloud, maybe in the specific data center. So you have to just choose this. This file is already there. Again, you are going to get it from your senior or somebody will help you with this file. Then come to this and just save it. Now, once it's done, you are ready to connect. If you have the proper IP, if you have the proper file, that PPK file what I gave, you will able to make connection. Now, how? Just see. See, it is going to ask us the user ID. Just I mentioned some time back that again, who will give you that user ID? So that user ID again, you are going to get through portal or the Excel sheet, what you are going to receive from your project or project team or project means anybody from senior. So here I know the user is Oracle, and whatever password is there, you have to give that password. That's it. So maybe it took only as a whole 5 to 6 minutes. And we used to think, what is this? What is that? See, in last 10 minutes, we have just we came to know one of the very vital, very basic, very easy step which is being used in the corporate. But see, we have done our around 4 year, 4+ years of study in our college, but most of us don't know. So hope this particular information is helpful for you guys, and that's what I wanted to say. Now I will end with one more basic thing. As a fresher, again, suppose you join in a company and you got a call from your boss saying that, okay, can you please help me with the server load or the server status? So which server status? You definitely receive one IP or host name. In Windows, what is the status, whether CPU utilization or what is the RAM, those utilization? We all are very much familiar. We can just go into the task manager and we will able to just see what is the CPU utilization, memory, and the load on the Windows. But here in Linux or any Unix flavor system, as a fresher, we don't know. Somebody will ask us, can you please check the load of the server? We literally just staring here and there. But it's so easy. Just see, only one command we have to know, and that is stop. And the moment you will hit enter, see, and here you will come to know the percent CPU utilization. It is saying what? 100% idle. Same thing here in the memory. Total, what is it? Total memory free. So simple. This two statement, two line will tell us the story whether the load on the server is okay or not okay. But again, this basic information is also not there with us. So that's it I wanted to share with you all. Okay, so hope you all have just got that information little bit helpful. So thank you all.